Lesson 46 is titled Conjunctions, and this is dealing with inequalities. The best way to understand conjunctions is just to do some practice problems. So look at this problem here. The way we would read that problem is you start from the x. You look at the x, read what it says to the left. You would say x greater than negative 2, and then read to the right, x less than or equal to 4. And what they would want you to do in a problem like this is graph the solution to that on a number line. So we'd go ahead and make a number line. And let's just start with negative 3 over here. Okay. Now, what we need to think about, remember when we graph inequalities, what we're doing is we're basically showing what the set of numbers is that expresses that inequality. The word conjunction, con, that prefix there, that means together or with. So let's keep that in mind, and then let's go ahead and start graphing this. X greater than negative 2. So that means an open circle will be at negative 2. And then let's think about what we're going to put at the next part, x less than or equal to 4. So we would put a closed circle there because we're including 4. Now, x greater than negative 2, that means we would move to the right, and then x less than or equal to 4, that means we go to the left. And see, the two lines, they go towards each other. That's why it's called a conjunction. They come together. And so that's how we would graph that relationship. And that's how we explain that set of numbers represented by that inequality. They're greater than negative 2, so we don't include negative 2, but it's everything else up to 4, up to and including positive 4. Let's do another one. And remember, we always read these conjunctions starting from the x. Look at the x, read to the left. Look at the x, read to the right. So we'd say x greater than 5, x less than 10. That's the set of numbers that we'll be trying to describe by using a graph. And so let's go ahead and make our number line, or graph them. I'll just start with 4, 5, 6, and so on. Now we're going to have x greater than 5, so that means an open circle at 5. X less than 10, another open circle at 10. And x greater than 5, we start moving to the right. Less than 10, we start moving to the left. And these two lines, they come together. And so our set of numbers that's being described by this is between 5 and 10, not including 5 or 10. So when we do these conjunctions, it's basically two inequalities combined together in one statement. Later on, you'll be learning about disjunctions, and those are basically the opposite of conjunctions. The arrows will go away from each other instead of towards each other. Let's do one more problem, and in this one I want you to write an inequality or write a conjunction that describes that number line and the graph that has been made on there. Now, we know that it's a conjunction because the lines go towards each other and they're in between the two dots, basically. Both of those are closed circles, so we know that we're going to include those two numbers in our relationship. So we'll have a negative 3 and we'll have a positive 4. Let's put our x right here. And so we'll say that x is greater than or equal to negative 3. X is less than or equal to a positive 4. And so that's our inequality that graph is expressing. X greater than or equal to negative 3, less than or equal to positive 4. Okay, well that's all for lesson 46.